GMO GlobalSign Holdings News.
Coming up, we explore whether electronic seal have the potential to transform business in Japan and the efforts by GMO GlobalSign to drive widespread use. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Daisuke Matsuno, and you're watching GMO GlobalSign Holdings News. One notable method for verifying the origins of digital documents in today's digital world is the electronic seal. In this report, we will discuss the current situation regarding electronic seals in Japan and how GMO GlobalSign is focusing on promoting their adoption in the country. So, what exactly is an electronic seal? An electronic seal is a digital stamp that certifies the origin of electronic documents for organizations such as corporations, businesses, and associations. Similar to traditional seals and corporate stamps, it is used to demonstrate the legitimacy of the issuing organization. Specifically, it can be visualized as a digital stamp applied to a document, indicating the involvement of the organization to which the issuer belongs. This allows for verification of the document's origin and ensures that it has not been altered after issuance. In today's business environment, where digitalization is advancing and the exchange of electronic documents has become commonplace, the electronic seal has become an essential tool for ensuring reliability. Moreover, with the increasing prevalence of remote work and online transactions, its effectiveness has gained even greater importance. Next, let's take a closer look at the differences among digital signatures, electronic seals, and timestamps, which are often confused. While all of these technologies aim to enhance the reliability of electronic documents, each serves distinct roles and purposes. First, let's discuss digital signatures. A digital signature is a digital version of a signature that an individual uses to sign documents. In contrast, an electronic seal is a digital corporate stamp issued by a company or organization. This ensures that the documents issued by the company or organization are legitimate and have not been altered. For example, electronic seals are used for documents such as estimates, invoices, financial reports, investor relations materials, and official reports, serving to demonstrate the overall credibility of the organization. Next, let's discuss timestamps. A timestamp serves to certify the date and time when a document was created or modified, providing proof that the document existed at a specific point in time. For instance, timestamps are used to confirm the submission dates of contracts and invoices, as well as to record the submission date of patent applications. Let's summarize the purposes of each. A digital signature certifies who signed a document, while a timestamp verifies when it existed. On the other hand, an electronic seal confirms which organization issued the document. By appropriately combining these elements, the reliability and legal validity of digital documents can be significantly enhanced. In Europe, electronic seals based on the EU's EIDS, Electronic Identification, Authentication, and Trust Services, regulation are already widely used. This has facilitated seamless transactions between companies and across borders, enabling smoother business interactions. So, what is the current situation in Japan? In reality, the adoption of electronic seals in Japan is still lagging behind the EU. One reason for this is the absence of regulations that align with specific laws, as seen in the EU. However, as digitalization advances, the demand for such technologies is undeniably increasing. Certainly, there are movements within Japan aimed at promoting the adoption of electronic seals, similar to those in the EU. Today, we spoke with Mr. Urushima, the Director of Business Planning at GMO GlobalSign, a member of the Ministry of Internal Affairs and Communications Study Group on Electronic Seals.
I have participated as an expert in discussions at the Ministry of Internal Affairs and Communications Study Group on electronic seals over the past year, and this year. Today, I would like to share insights on the Japanese government's initiatives related to electronic seals. In Japan, the digital agency is responsible for the legal framework and operation of electronic signatures, while the Ministry of Internal Affairs and Communications oversees the management of electronic seals and timestamps, as previously mentioned. Last year, the Ministry of Internal Affairs and Communications held the Study Group on Electronic Seals, where discussions focused on use cases for electronic seals and whether a national certification system is necessary. The conclusion reached was that such a certification system is indeed required at the national level. The process of these discussions and the resulting conclusions are publicly accessible on the ministry's website. This year, a conference titled Expert Meeting for Formulating Regulations Related to the Certification System for Electronic Seals is currently underway, spanning 1 year. This meeting is actively engaged in discussions on this topic. This expert meeting focuses on establishing the legal framework and standards for certification authorities of electronic seals. This includes determining the accreditation requirements for certification authorities, the conditions for evaluating the organizations in question, and the minimum requirements for data centers. Overall, the certification system for electronic seals is being designed as a framework based on the certification system for timestamps, overseen by the Ministry of Internal Affairs and Communications. Rather than establishing a law, it will be institutionalized via a ministerial notification. The detailed certification standards are being developed with reference to the criteria for accredited certification businesses under the electronic signature law. According to the current schedule, by the end of this fiscal year or the beginning of the next, a public announcement and implementation guidelines regarding the certification of electronic seal certification authorities certified by the Minister of Internal Affairs and Communications are expected to be published. Following a certification investigation period of about 1 year, it is anticipated that the first electronic seal authority, certified by the minister, will emerge at the beginning of the year after next. However, under the current plan, it appears that the Minister of Internal Affairs and Communications certification of electronic seals will primarily focus on applications involving interactions with government agencies. Regardless of the existence of ministerial certification, it is expected that companies, including GMO GlobalSign, will continue to issue electronic seal certificates that can be easily used with PDFs.
In this context, GMO GlobalSign is actively promoting the adoption of electronic seals in Japan. For the future, we began designing and developing a Japanese version of the electronic seal service in June 2020. In February 2022, Teikoku Data Bank began utilizing the qualified electronic seal issued by GMO GlobalSign as part of its efforts to establish the Japanese version of the electronic seal. Additionally, in August of the same year, GMO GlobalSign participated in a demonstration project conducted by Teikoku Data Bank aimed at socially implementing Japanese electronic seals in collaboration with Skycom. Furthermore, in August 2023, it was demonstrated that in a service in collaboration with Skycom, the qualified invoice digitized by the company can automatically link the qualified invoice issuer registration number with the registration number assigned to the electronic seal issued by GMO GlobalSign. In this way, electronic seals have the potential to significantly promote the digitalization and efficiency of business processes. Considering these trends, GMO GlobalSign is actively pursuing collaborations with companies that provide the necessary solutions for operating electronic seals, leveraging the expertise they have gained from their services in Europe. We are committed to advancing the adoption of electronic seals within Japan.
ことを IT で変えていく GMO グローバルサインホールディングス